Hi friends, in our time together today, I'm introducing scale exercise 29 for our low and high D whistles. It's a great exercise. It's one of my favorites to warm up with, but also to get my hands working. And well, we'll talk about how to use it in a minute. Now, I'm not including music and tabs for this exercise because I kind of want us all to remember it. And it's really fairly easy. So if you're someone like me who prints the scale exercises and then just sort of works through them, write this one down or yell at me and I'll have to make it and provide it. And that's fine. But I kind of want us to remember this one. The exercise is really pretty simple. And again, I'm going to tell you the variety of uses for this exercise in a bit. But the exercise is really simple. You start off playing like the low D, then smoothly jump the octave, then go back to the low D, walk up to the second octave, and walk back down to the low D. And then begin on the E, jump the octave, walk up, I'll go back down, walk up and down. I'll show you using the D scale. All right, you can do the B jump and then the C sharp jump. Remember, it's the D scale, so it's two sharps. C sharp jump is no holds covered for the middle C sharp. And then for the C sharp second octave, the primary way for most low whistles is the bottom three holes. And then you can do the second to third octave D if you and your whistle can do that yet. So that's all really good. Now, one of the things I think is important here too, and the download I am going to provide is the download to the fingering chart, because it really depends from whistle to whistle what some of the best fingering is. And I say that also because the G exercise, when you're playing the G exercise, you begin on the G, so you don't have as high of a range, but you're going to play it's G, A, B, C natural. And on most low D whistles, the second and third hole covered is the best tuning for the C natural. But when you get to the second octave C natural, you've got a couple of different options. Half hole the first hole, or the second hole and fourth, fifth, sixth, or the second, third, fourth, and fifth. Whew, it's all in the fingering chart. So I'll walk you through a few notes on the G scale. All right, and then if you can, the B to B, or start on the B and then just walk as high as you can. So try that out. And as high as you're going to be able to attempt to go on each scale is the D, second octave D to third octave D. So that's how that's going to work. So the intent I have for this exercise, the first two primaries are tone quality and Dexterity. That includes whole coverage. That's why I'm having those first two notes held. So listen to yourself as you're doing that. Play slowly enough to listen to each note. And just make sure you've got good, clean tone quality and note transitions. And this scale exercise is forcing us to work up and down the scale. And then you can also work on your speed. I was a little clumsy in there, but it's good exercise. Ah. All right, so work on that. Tone quality, smooth note transitions, and speed. And I'm going to grab the high D because I said it's for low and high D, so I don't want to leave the high D out. This is a good opportunity to experiment with ornamentation. You know, I've said when you're playing a tune, experiment with ornamentation. Well, when you're working on a scale, experiment with ornamentation. Just play around and see what you could do with variety of ornamentation. So I think that's a lot of fun too. So anyway, my friend, scale exercise 29, intended for us. It will help us learn every note on the whistle. If playing those highest notes on your whistle is a frustration for you, just work at it. Don't get frustrated. I have whistles, low and high, by the way, that I still can't play the highest notes on, and I'm trying to learn how to. That's one of the reasons I used the carbonate today, is because this whistle plays expressively with great tone, but also I can freely hit all the notes on the whistle. So, and I have pulled out some of my whistles that I'm having a harder time learning to play the highest notes on, and I'm using this exercise to help myself learn to play all of those notes and to get my dexterity on some of these other whistles, because you know I want to introduce a lot of whistles for us. Anyway, my friends, enjoy scale exercise 29. Yell at me if you need it written down, and otherwise stick it in your brain and use it. If you use this half a dozen times, you're going to remember it. Maybe just jot it down briefly as a tickle reminder. And I will put a link to the fingering chart, because that's going to help you. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, my friends.